Devin is with us again, and this time, Dev, you're going to give us an amazing breakfast dish. So this is what you're going to need to make at home. Eggs, milk, onion, sun-dried tomatoes, cheddar cheese, some broccoli, oil, basil, brown sugar, salt, and pepper. Okay, Dev, let's get started.
I don't think you've ever called me Devin before, so you threw me off for a bit there. But Tracy, really happy to be here. I have a really exciting recipe for you. And yeah, I love how you're laughing. Starting off your day with a nutritious breakfast is key. Dairy protein is something that I love, and health experts recommend that we consume 20 grams in the morning. I love dairy protein, and I want to show you this great recipe. I'm here as part of the Better Breakfast Board. We have some rules that we laid out. Of course, it's not law, but it's all about maintaining a solid, nutritious breakfast that'll keep you full and focused throughout the day. A recent survey said 92% of Canadians have breakfast. As we get back to our routine, as people get back to work, we need to still make sure that we eat our breakfast and that we have a solid day and we get the dairy protein that health experts recommend that we do. With no further ado, let's jump into this recipe. We have a frittata. We're gonna start off by slicing an onion. I have some caramelized onions here, but with the onion, you can cut it as thin or thick as you want. If your table is really wobbly, make it unwobble, because it's not very safe. I think in the last segment, I almost lost something that I was cutting. So we're gonna chop all this onion down, get it all in here. What we're looking for is this kind of consistency. The caramelized onion is gonna add some amazing flavor to this dish. Where is our dairy protein coming from though? Let me tell you, we have 1 cup of milk and a cup of cheddar. That's gonna give us the 20 grams that is required. So these onions, we're not gonna caramelize them fully, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some caramelized and we're gonna add some of the raw that we've already added in. This is a big flavor dish. Tracy, what do I have to do right now?
You have to be patient and wait for the rest of the onions to catch up to the caramelized ones.
Exactly, you're 2 for 2 today. Season, that's right, exactly. We season right away. I'm gonna pour in some eggs. I'm gonna turn the heat down as well. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this in. The eggs go in. We're gonna pour in some milk as well, about a cup. The reason why I don't mix it this way is because we're gonna get streaks. We're cooking outside, I love it. We're gonna get streaks of milk. And milk has vitamin D. Vitamin D is so good for our immune system. A lot of people don't have enough vitamin D in their system. This is a good way to do it. Also with dairy protein, the casein, the whey, it's really, really healthy for you. It'll keep you full and focused and satiated throughout the day. Now you can mix all the ingredients together, but the reason why I do this way is so they don't all sink to the bottom. And I want lots of color. For the charred broccoli, put a pan on high heat. Put the broccoli down with a bit of oil and don't touch it. And then that way you're gonna get charred pieces of broccoli. This is flavor. Color is flavor. This is really important that you get this in there. So Tracy, am I gonna finish this right here?
I don't know, are you gonna finish it right there? Looks good to me so far.
No, I'm not. This has to go into an oven. This has to go into an oven. We're gonna go about 350 frittata. We're gonna go about 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. And again, this is one of my favorite recipes. You know, dairy protein has superior digestibility, and I love that if I consume this in the morning, because I did that really cool recipe recently too, where I had that amazing power bowl. We did a really cool porridge as well. Sun-dried tomatoes goes on top. And then all we have to do now is take this and put this into the oven. It's very important that this is preheated, because if it's not preheated, then what's gonna happen is it's not gonna cook properly around the edge. You wanna put this into the oven with a good amount of heat so it continues to cook through. Next, what I wanna do is I wanna show you what this looks like when it comes out. I said a cup of cheddar, but I put a cup and a half. You know me, we're gonna put mad cheese in this. I love lots of cheese, more sun-dried tomatoes, and why not? I might as well fill in the onions. This frittata is a lot bigger than the one I made before, but nonetheless, I'm gonna eat both. 2 pieces of broccoli. We're running a zero waste program over here, okay? Boom, that goes in here, and I'm gonna just clean up just a little bit. I wanna show you now, this will go into the oven. I wanna show you now what a finished one looks like. Tracy, you ready?
I'm so ready. Make sure when you're making this frittata at home, you have one of those pans that can go on the stovetop and in the oven at the same time so that you don't waste any time. So I can't wait to see this.
This is a big flavor frittata. Caramelized onions, there's techniques involved here, but it's very simple. If you have trouble making this dish, DM me and I just might make it for you.
Deb, that looks so delicious. And you mentioned my favorite F word, full. I love a breakfast that keeps me full. This dish alone would never make me skip breakfast.